Over a year ago on the channel, we looked at a Call of Duty Warzone Twitch and TikTok live streamer named Nadia. This video is one of my most viewed videos ever on my channel, and it pretty much covered Nadia and her antics over on TikTok, and her claiming to be the best female Warzone player in the world. But when it was time for her to perform on the big stage, aka a LAN event hosted by Activision, along with a lot of other content creators in her niche, Nadia struggled tremendously during the first round, which led people to believe that she was cheating during her live streams. But to defend herself, she'd just say that the reason why people speculated that she was cheating all the time was due to the fact that she was a woman in a male-dominant industry. She'd also voiced her opinions on the backlash that she received, stating that the backlash she received is far worse than the backlash real cheaters received, and of course she'd throw in the fact that it was because she was a woman. Recently, she switched up her content entirely and focused her content to a more exclusive platform, if you know what I'm talking about, and dropped Call of Duty and Warzone as part of her main content for quite some time, focusing more so on the IRL side of streaming. Today, I wanted to take a look at her online career and the aftermath of her falling out from the Warzone community, how she dealt with the cheating allegations after my video on her, and what led up to her public stunt that saw her poop in a pool.
Get in, Devontae, all the way, stay in. Y'all got this. Let's go.
Yo! What the hell?
Oh my, bro.
If you're new to the channel and end up enjoying the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into it. Now, you know the deal. In order to look at where these content creators are now, we have to take a look back to their past. I've done this with a few of the previous creators I looked at on the channel, and today we go back and look at Nadia's humble beginnings on the internet. Nadia started live streaming on Twitch in January of 2021, a few months after the pandemic when people were still somewhat indoors and the opportunity to grow as a content creator sharpened incredibly. During this time, she was relatively unknown online, and during Nadia's first month streaming to the platform, she streamed for over 200 hours. And at first, only a handful of people were watching her streams. This was the deal for a while with her Twitch streams, but in March of 2021, she'd start to stream more often, which led to more people watching her streams. When Nadia started streaming, she also started posting content onto TikTok, which also helped her build a steady audience and community. But her views were still pretty low during the beginning of her career. It took her almost 10 months to finally have a video pop off on her TikTok account. The video on the screen right now was her first video that ever surpassed 200,000 views, and this started her uphill climb on TikTok. This one video slowly started to generate a returning audience on her Twitch account, and then she'd even add YouTube into the mix as well. She'd post her first YouTube video on June 28th, 2021, but took a break from uploading to the channel until she'd post a submission video to join FaZe Clan. During this video, she'd speak about the obstacles that she had to overcome in her life while being a female who liked to do male things, like wrestling or playing video games. She'd also speak about her love for Call of Duty and how she's always wanted to be a part of FaZe to prove to all young women around the world that they can compete in a male-dominant industry.
The reason why I want to join FaZe is because I simply have a strong passion for competing and to entertain. When I was a kid, I believe 6 or 7, I remember watching my cousins play Call of Duty, World at War, Nazi Zombies. I asked my dad for Christmas if he could gift me a Xbox and that game. And when he did, I played it for hours and hours a day. I eventually got into COD 4 multiplayer and World at War, eventually Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I started to be more interested in multiplayer more than zombies. I used to watch FaZe vs Optic, and I fell in love with the rivalry between them two. I dreamt that one day I could be in the same position to compete. Even so much so that I created a Game Battles account and I made a clan for Black Ops 2. I was really, really young. During this time, I also did wrestling. I only wanted to wrestle boys. I liked the fact that they were physically stronger than me. It gave me much more of a challenge, in addition to the doubts people had of me being a female. And I did prove everyone wrong. I won double districts in middle school and I won a state championship. Due to me being a female in a male-dominant industry, I incorporated this mindset into gaming. I hope that women will look up to me and believe they can do the same without the stigmas that they aren't good enough.
But this video must have received some backlash because as of today, the comments were turned off. After this, she'd stick to posting videos onto TikTok, and eventually she'd get some videos that would really start to take off. And because of her videos on TikTok taking off, there would be a direct correlation for her Twitch streams taking off as well. The summer of 2022 belonged to Nadia, It seemed like you couldn't get away from her live streams on TikTok or on Twitch, and her TikTok videos as well were on everyone's For You page. She started to call herself the best female Warzone player, and with a title like that, you are bound to get unwanted attention. This was something she said in almost every TikTok that was uploaded to her account when she started to blow up, and people were quick to criticize her, saying that she was cheating or using wall hacks in order to see where her enemies were throughout her games. But these allegations were never taken seriously by Nadia. In fact, she'd post a video speaking about the cheating allegations, but it ended up just being a troll video where she says that people can't fathom the fact that she's just better than them at Call of Duty.
It's time to address the cheating allegations. Now, this is for all the boys who keep commenting that I'm using a Chronosen, walls, aimbot. I do have something to admit to you guys. That I am 1,000 times better than you, and you guys cannot accept that a girl can just be good at video games. And you guys can keep on hating while I'll continue to make clips like these. Get pooped on, how do you feel? Be honest, rate it 1 to 10.
But again, July was huge for Nadia. During July of 2022, she'd have one of her most viewed TikToks ever, and this really boosted her Twitch viewers. Yeah, some of the viewers were just haters coming to see if she was cheating during her live streams, but other people genuinely liked her content and wanted to support her. This was up until a bigger content creator named Call of Shame would post a video onto their channel that took a look at Nadia's stats and exposed the fact that Nadia was mostly playing in lobbies that had low KD ratio players.
However, could only manage this in a bot lobby of 0.67. Yet, the second best player in the game had twice as many deaths than kills. Please, do me a favor. But there is a problem. How can an absolute nobody, who only started playing last year, blow up on Twitch? Is she tracking the location of a nearby enemy player?
Wait, they're on me, hold on.
I'm popping. Brett, maybe you could help Nadia out. It's just one
I got him.
Since cheat software run at kernel level, it will never show inside Task Manager, something these streamers are well aware of. They do love to show their task manager though, which is always quite amusing.
This sparked outrage, and people now started to believe that Nadia was using a VPN in order to get into bot lobbies to inflate her stats and make her look better in order to get more clout and more eyes watching the product. Shortly after the video was released, Nadia would release her own video on her channel titled I Got Swatted on August 13th, 2022. During this video, she'd state that she didn't understand where this hate was coming from and how she didn't deserve to be swatted just because people didn't like her content.
Been harmed, and I really can't fathom that somebody hates me so much that they would try to inflict harm on me. I can't believe people are that fucking sick in the world. And I also do want to say that I am in no way saying that a creator is directly responsible for what has happened. But when you have a community that fosters this type of hatred and harassment, you're fueling this type of hatred. I've seen a bunch of comments saying that I've deserved this because I am cheating, because I am walling, because I have a Cronus. And that is nor true or okay. Nobody deserves this. Nobody deserves to be swatted. That was an intent to harm me and my family. It could have ended so badly, and how could that be justified? And I'm not sure where this massive hate rate came from or why it's happening. All I do is play a video game that I really enjoy and stream because I love it. For some reason, that makes people really want to hate me to the point where they want to see me get hurt. By the way, I'm in no way trying to throw a pity party. I don't really care if you don't like me. But to be swatted is to maliciously harm me and my family. And that's where it crosses the line. And after all of this that has happened to me, I've seen comments saying that this is being staged or fake. And I seriously don't understand how people can think that, or how people could even how could that even cross people's mind? Like, how sick are people?
Now, this is where we left off in the previous video. Nadia was swatted and was pretty popular within the community still, and was still pulling in a large audience. Even though people absolutely hated her, numbers don't lie, and for a while she was on top of the streaming world, with every stream gaining more and more subscribers onto her Twitch account. But then she had a lackluster first game during a LAN event, and she'd clickbait the haters by saying that she was kicked out of the event. But this was staged, and the clip she showed during her video of her being taken away from her setup was actually due to interviews that they were doing all event long. That first game still was controversial. She'd blame her settings for such a bad game, and when she fixed those settings, she came back for the next game and ended the round at the top of the leaderboards. At this time, it seemed like she quieted down the haters, and she kinda did. This was up until December of 2022, where Nadia found herself being banned on Twitch for a short amount of time. This was because of her doxing someone who kept donating hate comments during her live stream. She read off his full name and broke TOS because of this.
So I just want to say, Daddy Slayer, I know you used your name as Daddy Slayer, and you said enjoy using cheats, but what you don't know is that when you send me money on PayPal, it actually gives me your full name. So Charlie, thank you for the $1 dono, Charlie. I hope that for whatever reason, you find actual time to do something in your fucking life, because now you look like a fucking idiot. Again, Charlie. In space, if anyone wants to know. Don't know, appreciate that. That will go towards my McDonald's Happy Meal fund. Appreciate that.
Even though Nadia should have been banned for at least 14 days for breaking the Twitch TOS, she was only banned for a few hours and uploaded an apology video a day after on the 16th of December.
Personal information about somebody. So I kept getting a donation that popped up on my stream labels, and it was a person that was sending me hate, and the name was anonymous, and they did it 4 times. I was confused because, one, I'm just like, okay, the first time, you know, I do get hate on donations sometimes because, you know, they think it's funny to just have it pop up on the screen, and I usually do get that. This is not new, but I haven't had somebody do it 4 times in a row. When I saw that, I was honestly really irritated, and in a moment of weakness, I said, when you get a donation on your phone, the name of the person pops up. So I said the person's first and last name. And I just want to point out that all I did was say his first and last name. I know that there's rumors going around that I leaked the address of the person, but I didn't. I only said their first and last name. But looking back at it and having the time to reflect, I realized that wasn't the best way to combat the hate. And I should have played into it how I normally play into like hate comments and stuff, how I troll them back, but I didn't. And like I said, in a moment of weakness, I kind of just said what was on my mind. And I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. This year has been one of the craziest years of my life. And there's a lot of stuff that happened to me. You know, with streaming, I blew up. My life has changed completely. And with that came a lot of good things, but then also, you know, the hate that came along with it. And I mean, like, if you go look at my TikTok comments right now, they're mostly hate. And I do play into it. I'm not trying to play the victim card. What I'm saying is, though, is I'm still trying to learn from it. I made a mistake, and I do apologize to Twitch. And I appreciate them for unbanning me, by the way. Thank you very much. And I want to continue this. And I know in continuing this, I'm going to continue getting more hate. So I need to learn how to deal with this. And I'm going to. And I appreciate everyone that still supports me and understands that I am human. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Like I said, I really appreciate everyone who supports me. And I'm sorry if I let you guys down today. I promise I won't do that again. And I'm still learning. Thank you. I'll see you guys next video.
After this, she'd upload a video with Aiden Ross onto her channel, and it seemed like she slowly started to move away from Warzone and started to participate in more IRL videos with other content creators within that community. She'd also stream less and less shortly after reaching her peak in viewers. She'd also upload multiple videos onto her YouTube channel that didn't feature her playing Warzone, and because of this, her views started to fall as well. Until Warzone 2.0, when Nadia would make a comeback to the game that put her on the map. But this was short-lived as well, and she started to upload even more IRL content to her YouTube channel. These videos posted to her channel started to be more risque, and showed a side of Nadia that no one ever saw. She'd post this video with this thumbnail showing her about to kiss her so-called crush, which was again different than her normal content ever posted to her channel. In June of 2023, she'd make it official and started to upload explicit content onto her OnlyFans account. After the summer, Nadia would find herself engulfed in even more drama when she'd call out Activision for being sexist for not extending an invite to her for the Modern Warfare 3 event. In a now deleted tweet, Nadia would write, "Call of Duty didn't invite me out to COD Next because of my bikini pics. I've never once posted nude, but has continued to invite creators out who post pictures like this. And when I reached out weeks ago about the double standard, they dismissed it and lied." It was weird that she'd tried to bring down other content creators in order to prove her own point. It was a sad attempt to show hypocrisy, but she didn't even know why Activision didn't extend an offer. But it could have been because she stopped playing Call of Duty consistently, which was one of the reasons why Activision didn't extend an invitation. Not because they were being sexist, but because she stopped playing the product. If you stop promoting their game and start to talk badly about their product, they will not invite you back to play the game. That's just how it works. After this, at the end of September, Nadia would be permanently banned from Call of Duty Warzone in a video shared by Jake Lucky. On Twitter, it showed that Nadia was banned from Warzone.
It's logging in my computer.
Let me know when you're back on.
This game. Oh. Oh, motherfucker. Bro. Bro, I just got banned.
This was completely different from her previous bans. Those bans were from Twitch, and this time she was actually banned from Warzone. People started to question the authenticity of her Warzone ban, but it would be weird of her to fake her ban for absolutely no reason. But Jake Lucky would also call out this ban, stating that he didn't believe that it was real and that she was just doing this all for content and in order to get herself back in headlines to gain traction onto her brand again. You know, clout chasing behavior.
Oh, of course you're defending her. This is not me defending this in any way, shape, or form, because there's only two outcomes of this situation. Either one, this is real and she won't be playing Call of Duty again, or two, the more likely option, just based on how I interpreted this, I didn't really believe it for a second when it happened, was she was trying to use this as a way to get back in the content game or to get traction around her name again, and it was a troll, and she's not actually banned. I base this off the fact that her reaction, it didn't look very real to me. Even the in-game footage did not look that overly convincing to me, and I can tell you guys from what I have been told that she's not been banned. This was all an act for content. She even posted this on TikTok before deleting it, and so yeah, I don't think it's actually real. That's not me letting her off the hook here, though, because I think it's also an incredibly weird and not smart thing to do for content, especially because weeks ago you were calling out Call of Duty for not giving you invites to events, and this is how you go about it now.
I also believe it was fake because you'd think that she'd make a video on her YouTube channel speaking about the ban, because for a while Warzone was the only thing she was known for. But she never uploaded any response to the ban, and it was pretty weird. She acted like nothing happened, and you'd think that someone who spent so much time playing Warzone, that she'd be pretty upset with being banned. But it seemed like it was just the clip that was shared around and then nothing more from her. When her public stunt didn't work, she'd tell her fans that she was headed over to Kick for more adult content in October of 2023. This was supposed to be fun content, but it was just because Kick was more lenient towards risky content like Nadia's. Nadia has been streaming there for the past couple of months. Recently, she found herself in even more controversy over the Pokimane cookie debate, where Pokimane tried to package old cookies from Costco as her own and increase the price by a huge margin. Nadia tried to defend Pokimane and say that the reason she was getting backlash was because she was a woman. Nadia would write, "You guys have people like Neon, Jack, Sneeko, who average thousands of viewers and do nothing but spread negativity and harass people in public. But when a girl sells cookies, that's when y'all want to speak out. The immense hatred towards women on the internet is unhinged." This one reply sparked a back and forth with Optimus, where he'd say, "A year ago you doxed someone because they sent you a troll donation, and the only time I've even seen anything from you this year is when you tried to crusade Activision for not flying you out to play Call of Duty because you started an OnlyFans and quit content. Stick to that, please. This would come down to Nadia backtracking her initial apology for doxing the hater from her live stream and stated that she only apologized because her team wanted her to. This ended when Optimus said, "The apology was old. 6 crying emojis. You're a weirdo, dude. You're so afraid to just admit you're a liar who faked a whole ass apology video because you are scared people were gonna stop supporting you over it. L's on L's for you." And then after this, Nadia would just delete every single response towards Optimus and then block him on Twitter. After this, Nadia had struggled to cling onto the fame that she once had, and her views on YouTube reflected the fact that she wasn't as popular as she once was. This could have been due to a bunch of situations, but I believe that you can only pull the gender card so much until people start to become annoyed by you or the situations that you put yourself in. Nadia overused her gender in almost every situation, and everything that went wrong during her online career, she'd blame the hate or anything on the fact that she was a female. This made it hard for anyone to support her, and after a while, people did stop supporting her as a content creator. And because of this, she'd try anything to be relevant again, but it didn't work. Her TikToks still pull in a good amount of views, but people can see right through this new style of content that she's uploading just to get some clout. But this is the end of the video. Nadia has fallen off like crazy and has struggled to pull in a fraction of the views that she once received. But how do you feel about Nadia? Do you think she deserved all the hate that she was getting? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any creators or video ideas that you want me to talk about, the best way you can suggest them to me is through my Instagram DMs or on my Discord. Now, there are some major updates to the Discord where you can earn Bills coins to earn roles within the server, so come through and check it out. If you found yourself enjoying the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out the channel and gets us closer to 200,000 subscribers, and also helps you stay up to date with newer uploads. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. As a commentary channel who covers other channels on YouTube, I feel like I've seen plenty of channels that get into drama out of the simple fact that they are doing out-of-pocket things out of desperation for views and clout. The best example of this is with the Island Boys. They were the musical artists, I'm putting that very lightly, that we covered on the channel over a year ago. And they were pretty cringe